want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on second down. Jackson looking downfield for Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a completion to Wilson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Jackson. And this one caught by Beasley. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it? No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time? And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
On second down, it's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Check, 59. I don't even know why this team showed up.
On third, here's an option play right. He may try and run for this. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this one in.